What's up, everyone? It's Mike. If you guys don't know me yet, I make holsters and I've been making them for quite a while. Um, I haven't been making it on YouTube just because it's kind of new to me on YouTube, but I've made a lot of holsters for people in person, and everyone seems to be really happy. All my orders. This particular order is for a Glock 26. Also fits any 440 for the Glocks. It also fits a Glock 17 here, full size. This is a subcompact right here, and this is the whole standard right here. I made it with an open bottom here. That way it allows you to put your full size Glock into it. It fits everything but the 45, just because the 45 is a little bit too thick. Now this order is for a member here of mine. His name is Joe. Joe's gonna be real happy with this. But I made this really nice. I personally like to make my holsters out of Kydex because it's such a great material, but I love the leather look. A lot of problems you run into is you can't get a Kydex holster in a leather look, because most Kydex holsters come in a big shield looking shape, and that's really cool. I do make those, and a lot of people do request those for tactical and competition styles, but I like these right here. Now this holster here is for in the waistband, since it is a bit curved here, if you guys can see. And it also works for outside the waistband, and it looks awesome. I mean, it looks so nice outside the waistband. Now, if you slip a full-size Glock in here, all guns are always loaded. Always loaded, but these are unloaded. Don't worry about it. This is a full-size Glock 17, and look at this. The cant is pretty extreme because it's for concealed carry, but man, I can't tell you enough. But this looks so good. If you see the old timers carry their firearms, and they have this leather, like this brown coyote brown leather holster on their side, and it has this nice cant like this. This is the look I was going for here, and I think Joe's gonna be really happy with this. The retention is really great. It's just like it's hard enough where you can't really pull it out, but if you get a nice tug, there you go. You put it in, nice click, nice, real positive, in and out, real positive. And this is what you want from a holster. Now a little bit about the holster here. It's a .08 here, Kydex in black, both black, back and front, smooth inside like usual. And I've been using the quarter-inch eyelets here, and it's rated for .098 Kydex. But all of my Kydex holsters I always use the same type of rivet, just because these are really, really strong. It'll hold up real nice, and any pulling or any rough actions will keep the Kydex together, and it won't break on you. The workmanship is awesome. The edges are super smooth. I spent a lot of time curving it. I mean, as you guys can tell, curving Kydex is not a very simple task. Try to make these lines straight, and then curve them just right at the corners and bring them all the way in. That's really, really hard. And then keeping the open face on the bottom allows you to put a big Glock in there. And I mean, that's one of the things. It's multi-purpose. It's just not for one gun. It's for two, actually technically four guns, because it's for a 9 and a 40. So, I mean, I spent a lot of time on this. I spent a lot of time on my holsters, and it's not very economic or financially smart to do it, but I enjoy making holsters, and this is what I do. So, this holster here is for Joe, and I've made a few of them for other people, and oh man, I can't tell you enough how nice this holster. This is probably one of the nicer one I've made. More artistic, a little curve to it. The cant is real nice and extreme, and you get a couple loops here. He's using it for inside the waistband, like I said before, but he places on the outside the waistband. I included some hooks for outside the waistband that come on the back, the belt loops back here, and then inside the waistband it's going to have some belt loops out here that will include with him. It'll be shipping out today, so Joe's going to be real happy when he receives it. Most of my sales are in person through friends and forums, and also gun shops. So now I'm exploring the YouTube portion. A lot of my buyers saying, "Hey Mike, won't you try YouTube, because it seems to work for a lot of Kydex holster makers." So I'm gonna give it a try, and there's no website up yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and slowly expand into it. I hope you guys like it, because I enjoy making Kydex a lot. It's not like something that I have to do, but it's something I really enjoy doing. Just the artistic portion of this is just awesome. Look at this. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm really enthusiastic about this, because this is honestly, not to toot my own horn, but this is a great job. The curves are real smooth, and if you guys work with any hard material, imagine trying to shape it in a curve when it wants to naturally easily cut straight. I could have cut it straight, or I could have cut it straight down here and cut it right over here and make it really simple, but add a little flair to it right here. And then it obviously has these bends here, just so it shapes the body a little bit. And Joe said that he wanted to, this is how it would look on your body. Joe wanted this side right here to curve in just a little bit. So I went ahead and bent this over, and then I bent this over slightly, as you can see. See? So it's kind of like an arc shape right here. That way it brings it even closer to the body on the front loops. He wants the firearm to hug his body rather than kind of stick out like that. He wants to hug it right towards his to his hip. So that's what I did here. The definition is really great. The retention is awesome. Look at that definition right there. Right there. See? It goes in. You can see all of this right here. Even the trigger guard right here. And everything's covered. The magazine release here is slightly covered, just so it doesn't have any accidental. But here's my thought on it. Okay. This allows you to press it. Some people like it covered entirely. For the most part, your body's not going to activate it, and you're not going to activate it by just tapping it. But for me, okay, this is saying if, alright? I will never hand over my firearm to anyone if I had to. But just in some random case I had to, if you were to hand it off, you can always, with the holster in, you can always tap it. You can always tap it. And then once you tap it, you can always release it. Hand him the firearm without a mag. Yeah, I mean, that's just one of the things that I like. I'm used to holsters that allow me to release my magazine. But that's just me. But back to the definition. Definition on both sides is great. Kydex is 0.08. I make most of my Kydex from 0.08. I don't use anything higher. The higher ones I can if upon request, but it's really difficult to mold, and the retention is a little bit odd, and most people do not need anything higher than 0.08. 0.06, the thickness is a little bit thin, but it's great for inside the waistband, and I will make those if you request them, but standard I do this because I believe in this thickness, and it's strong enough to withhold for many, many, many years through many different environments and different types of usage. As for the holster itself, you guys can also purchase the same design or any other designs I have. Right now, I'm pretty much only working with Glocks and the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380, which is a very hard holster to find for. Not too many people make it. Maybe because of the laser, but it's also a very small gun. It's great for concealed carry. I carry that. I also carry the Smith & Wesson 442, which is a great gun. If you guys need a holster for that or any of the Glocks, I'm more than happy to do it. If you guys have a request for any other firearm, please let me know. So I'm going to go ahead and ship this off to Joe. He's going to be real happy to have this holster right here. I can't tell you how happy I am with it. But if you guys are interested in making an order, just send me a message on YouTube, and I'll get it out for you guys. So this YouTube thing is a bit new for me, but I've been doing online orders for quite a long time, but not through YouTube, mostly through either people from the shooting ranges, gun stores, or friends and family. So you let me know what you want, and I will make it for you. And the turnaround time is very, very short. Assuming if I have the material, which I have a lot of 0.08 in various colors, a lot in black obviously, I can get the turnaround time made within a few days, probably like 3-4 days, even less, and then it'll be out to you within the week. So turnaround time is great. There's no 17 to 18 week waiting period or 45 quick ships. Alright guys, if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment below. Send me a private message if you're interested. And any other suggestions is more than welcome. So if you guys have any suggestions on what I should do here and there, I'm more than happy to improve it, because the name of the game is improving to help your customers. Alright guys, talk to you later.